And let's hear what the team has to say about Kerwin Rae.
Better be good.
I'll be IG storing behind the scenes today.
You'll be IG storing what?
Behind the scenes today?
Yeah, right, nice.
Alright, first day in Issy, how we doing?
First day in Issy, getting ready to rock and roll. We've got the whole crew. We've got a new speakers assistant.
Becoming the best at anything is never just a walk in the park. Why? Because it hurts to become the best. But what determines your ability to pursue things that cause pain is, do you have the ability to suffer? Grit is the ability to suffer.
How's the room look?
It's getting there.
Oh, whoa, what do you mean getting there?
Oh, there's like 1 or 2 tables that didn't have tablecloths and shit.
First impression of the room. Big. Looks big.
Huge.
It's going to look great from up there. Drop down shot.
Feeling good?
Feeling great. Oh my God, it's John! Dun, 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 dun,
How are you, man? Good to see you.
Better now. How are you, brother?
I think it was from Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he said the reps don't start until the pain does. Let's look at other philosophies. David Snarch says, he's one of the top marriage therapists in the world. Marriage doesn't start until the problems do. You know, to me, business doesn't start until you fail. Then you start learning how to be a business person. Then you start learning how to be an entrepreneur. But Buddha said himself, life is pain. Suffering is optional. See, to me, I know that pain is present. If you want to be the best parent in the world, you've got to be willing to deal with a ton of pain. Because you've got to sit there in the shitstorm of the meltdowns and just be present, be calm, and not allow them to push your buttons. You want to be the greatest at relationships, you need to be the one that has to eat more than any other motherfucker on the planet. You know why? Because when your partner is spitting at you that you know it's not true and you can prove it's not true, you have to shut up and just eat it. And go, I understand. I get it. If you want to be the best business person in the world, you have to learn how to eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And learn how to go, nutty.
Kerwin, are you backstage? Are you nervous?
I have a feeling I should be, maybe.
Just a little bit.
Oh, jeez.
Come on this way, Kerwin.
Kerwin, the gift that you have in helping others to see their potential and achieve it is absolutely incredible. You inspire the team every day, you inspire me every day, and it's an honour and a privilege to work with you on a daily basis.
Thank you, Money.
And let's hear what the team has to say about Kerwin Rae.
Better be good.
Well, we'll see.
Ooh, what do I think of Kerwin?
He's a very, very cool man.
I love Kerwin.
He's an amazing dude, such a hard worker. He's an inspiration.
He is, I think, the perfect balance of a monk and a genius.
He's been wounded the most, but he's also created strategies for himself to heal the most. So he's like a superhuman.
I'll bring you up, Kerwin.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm sorry that you guys had to endure that. I wasn't expecting that, so I'm kind of a little bit off kilter at the moment. Look, as touched as I am by all those words, my goal for you would be for, in the next 12 months, for you to be sitting down with your team, to be doing a planning session, and for them to play a video of you and saying the same or similar things. Does this make sense?
That was very sweet. No, I was surprised you got legit emotional.
Yeah, I was kind of stumped.
Yeah, surprise, surprise. We like you.
Who would have thought?
The person with the highest consciousness will prevail. A person with low consciousness will see pain for what it is, suffering. A person with a higher consciousness will see pain for what it is, which is growth. Both are true. The only thing that determines the reality is the consciousness of the individual. The person with the highest consciousness will prevail.
So what was your biggest challenge today, Kerwin?
What was my biggest challenge today? Timing. We started late, and I fucking hate starting late. And it just threw me off. And so what I found is, this is so bizarre, when I try and rush, I end up taking longer.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I put myself in this situation where I try to rush, but I try to give more value whilst rushing, and it ends up taking longer. It's such an interesting pattern that I do it sometimes. It's when I try.
Yeah.
But when I know I've got to catch up time, I'll just methodically and logically just know what to skip and how to summarise, and yeah, I can do it easy, but when I try, it all goes to shit.
Do you think it relates to flow? That's like
Totally.
You're going with it, you're going against it.
Yeah, totally.
The parent with the highest consciousness will understand as their child is in complete fucking meltdown, it's not about me. They just don't feel safe. And do you know, once a child goes into a meltdown, have anyone ever heard the term flipping your lid? When a child goes into meltdown, their brain literally stops communicating with their frontal lobes, literally becomes disconnected. So you sit there and your child's losing its shit, you're going, just calm down. They can't even fucking hear you. You're trying to negotiate with someone that can't think. And the only thing you need to do in that moment is create an environment of safety where they feel safe to express a big, loud emotion because they're losing their shit because they feel unsafe. And if a child is losing their shit because they feel unsafe and you sit there screaming at your child, all you're doing is enforcing the fact that they're not safe. And you create insecure children that don't feel safe, that don't learn how to regulate, that ultimately learn how to regulate through substance or through other, in some cases, not necessarily helpful behaviors. So as a parent, if we want to parent at the highest level, we have to learn how to suffer in those moments and just be present and hold the child. Okay? You want to be good at relationships? You're not going to find the ultimate relationship. Every relationship you go to is going to bring out your shit. And it's also going to bring out their shit. And it's the person that can deal and not react and respond is the person that will prevail. In every scenario, there has to be one individual that has a high consciousness if that scenario is to prevail. You want to be a great parent? Someone in the parenting network has to have a higher level of consciousness if you want to master parenting. If you want to master relationships, someone in that unit has to have a higher level of consciousness in order for that relationship to prevail. If you want to be a master in business, someone in the founding team has to have a higher level of consciousness to be able to interpret the information as it's coming in as what it's there to do, which is give you skills, give you knowledge, give you experience, and ultimately force you how to grow. The person with the highest consciousness will prevail.